Today, I'm going to share with you a quick green man money jar spell to open the way to financial growth for you. At the end of this video, I'll share my favorite herb that you can find in your kitchen to put in your wallet and keep money coming into your pockets. I'm Mickie Mueller. Welcome to my studio. Okay, this little spell was inspired by an article that I wrote in Llewellyn's 2012 Magical Almanac. So in this article, I talk about the green man being a spirit of abundance. Right now, everything is blooming. We just passed Beltane. This is a great time of the year to work this green man money jar spell, but you can do it any time that you want. The green man is a powerful force of nature. His energy is always there, even when the times of the year and the leaves are falling, even in the winter time when everything's under the ground. You can work with the green man's energy anytime you want. It's a very old nature spirit. We see him in medieval architecture. He's the man that you see with the green face, the foliate face, and the leaves coming out of his mouth and they spin upward, and he's usually got kind of a little gleeful smile, and he is just a spirit of nature and a spirit of the earth. If we go back to our ancestors that were hunter-gatherers, they would have been very aware of the spirit of growth directly relating to their abundance and prosperity. They used to go out into the woods to find food, to forage, to hunt. The earth was very tied in with prosperity and abundance. Even though we don't have to go forage, those energies still come forth and are still part of our lives today. We don't have to forage in the forest anymore. We get a paycheck, but the energy is still the same, and that's what's important. That's what we're working with. But also the green man is about tenacity and the fact that nature doesn't give up. And why should we? Because we're part of nature too. If you're feeling down and low and you feel like your finances are covered with concrete, now's the time to talk to the green man, because he can show you how to burst through that concrete and make everything grow, because growth is life. And that's all that money is. It's just energy. There's plenty of it. We look at those dollar bills that we chase down. Those are just pieces of paper, not any different than leaves on a tree. They represent something, but at the end of the day, they're just pieces of paper. They represent the energy of money. And when we realize this, we can start breaking down the barriers that we have in our mind that prevent us from being open to prosperity. This is a little ritual, a little spell that's going to really help you to think about that and be mindful about it every single day. And in order to make it work, you have to come up with 3 ways that you can think of to boost your money-making abilities. And when you do that, that will help you to draw that money towards you. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing you're going to need for the green man money jar spell is a jar. You got to have a jar to make a jar spell. It's going to be any jar. You don't have to go get something fancy. This is just, I don't even know what this was from. You want to make friends with a witch? Give a witch a nice, empty, clean jar. We love that stuff. We like rocks and we like bottles, stuff like that. Coffee, ice cream, cake. But I digress. This one, no big deal. You know, with the kind that has the little like that. Oh, I can't get it open. But anyway, you get the idea. Another thing that you're going to need, and this is something that you probably already have in your house, chamomile tea. Any kind of chamomile tea. It doesn't have to be this kind. This is just what I happen to have. You're going to use the tea bag. It's just an easy way to get chamomile. My witches, if you have some chamomile in your witchy cabinet of herbs, like I do, then you can use that. But this is, I want to make this friendly for people who are new and maybe don't have all the supplies and think, oh, I've got to go buy all this crazy stuff to do these spells. Well, you don't have to. In fact, a lot of these spells you can do with stuff that you have around your house with what you have. And I love showing people how to do stuff like that. That's what I'm all about. So anyway, you're gonna need one little bag of chamomile tea because you can pop that open and then you've got chamomile for your spell. Easy. Okay, just a couple more items. You're gonna need a leaf, any leaf from your favorite tree or from whatever happens to be blooming at the time. Doesn't matter what leaf. If you take a leaf off of a tree or a bush or something, tell it thank you. And maybe even ask first. Just all you have to do is just put the idea out there. Just kind of touch the plant and say quietly in your own mind, hey, is it okay if I take this leaf off of you just for a little spell I want to do? Is that okay with you? And usually you feel kind of a good positive vibe from the plant that's saying, yeah, that's fine. And so you could just take that little leaf off. And then you need to say thank you. You can pour a little water on the ground. If you do Reiki, you can give it a little Reiki. Something kind for the tree to say, thank you for your offering to help me out. I will help you out in exchange. Energy exchange is very important. You're also going to need an acorn, if you can find one. If you can't find an acorn, don't stress out about it. Just any nut will do, like this one. Seriously, any kind of nut that you can get your hands. Oh, this is just going horribly wrong. Okay, let me be more specific. A walnut, a hazelnut, an almond, any kind of tree nut will work. So any of those nuts that you wish. Let's go nuts. And again, do not freak out if you're like, oh, I looked through my cabinets and I don't have a cinnamon stick. Have you got some ground cinnamon? That'll do. Put that in there. Substitutes are fine sometimes as long as you know what you're doing. You're also going to need a little piece of paper so that you can write 3 ways that you want to try to make some extra money. And then the other thing that you're going to need for your jar is some change, just some coins, because they make a fantastic clinky sound when you drop them in, and it reminds you of money. And that's the whole point, is to get your mind in the right mindset that money's coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in. And stop stressing out about money so much, because when you stress out about it, when you worry about it, when you're lamenting what you don't have instead of being grateful for what you do have, it tells the universe just that I'm not happy, and it's harder to get that money rolling in. So also, while you're doing this spell, try to focus on the positive. Think about gratitude. Think about being happy and grateful for the things that you have that make your life better, that give your life value. All of the things that you have in your life, be grateful for. And if you don't think that you have things in your life to be grateful for, you better look around a little bit before you do this spell and find them, because believe me, if you don't have gratitude in your heart, it's really hard to generate abundance. I actually created a little label for the jar, just like I did on my last Beltane Elixir video. The link is provided below. All you have to do is go to my Dropbox and grab that. It's just 1 page. You can download it, print it out. I've got 3 different sizes, so you should be able to find a size that will fit your jar. Adding that picture, that image of the green man, will remind you every time you see it that it's about that green man magic, about that really old, deep magic of that spirit. If you're using the image that I'm providing in the link and you print it out, you'll notice it's a black and white image, and there's a reason for that. Because I believe in the power of adding your energy as much as you can to the spell work that you're doing. So grab your colored pencils, use watercolors on your favorite magic marker, crayons, whatever you want. This is a great opportunity to create some art in your magic. I love creating art in my magic, and magic in my art is what I do. And I want to share that with you guys. So here's an opportunity for you to do that. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to color that in shades of greens and shades of golds, because these are the colors that make us think of abundance and that make us think of wealth and that magically trigger that energy when we're working magic. Then cut it out with your little scissors, and using a glue stick on the back, stick it on the side of your jar. That's the beginning of your spell. You've just now created a green man jar. Now we want to add all of the money parts to it. We're going to take all of the ingredients that I listed, and you're going to drop them into your jar one at a time and fill it up with these great things. Grab a little piece of paper and grab a pen. And you're going to make a list of 3 things that you can do in the everyday world, in the non-magical world, to help you bring abundance to yourself. You want to write the petition as if it has already happened. This is a really important part of manifesting, because with any spell, you can't just do the spell, you can't just burn the candle and then think that somebody's going to come to your door and drop off a bag of money, because it doesn't work that way. Magic takes the path of least resistance. So in doing this, what we want to do is create less resistance. We want to have a resource for money to flow to us. The spell will act as a magnet to help bring that energy to you, but you have to do a little bit of the legwork yourself. Because you want something coming towards you, you're going to fold towards you, as I'm showing in this picture. Then you're going to turn it clockwise, as I've done, and fold it again. Turn it clockwise again, fold it towards you, always folding towards you. Turn it clockwise again, turn it towards you. This is building, this is adding, this is generating, this is bringing in. Turn it again, fold it towards you. And you just keep doing this until you can't fold it anymore, until it's too darn small to fold, and then you just pop it right into your jar. Okay, so here's my Green Man jar. It turned out kind of cool. The next thing that we want to do is we want to empower this with our intention and our wonderful magical witchcraft energy. One of my favorite ways of doing this, as you guys know, is to use a chant. But the first thing that I want to do is explain to you how to push your energy into the jar. What I want you to do is you're going to focus and think about that feeling that you had the last time you got a great big check deposited into your bank account and it cleared, and you opened up your app on your phone or whatever, and you looked at it and you were like, oh, look at that. I've got all the money I need. It's a pretty good feeling. You could have all your bills paid. You were able to maybe go out to eat that night to celebrate. If you went to the store and you saw a really cute whatever, something, shirt or a new pair of jeans, or your shoes were looking pretty terrible, you're able to go ahead and pick those things up and not worry about it. If something happened, like, you know, you got a flat tire, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Thank goodness I have that check in the bank. I got this. That's the feeling I want you to embrace, is that feeling of, I got this, I got this. Feel that in your heart. Feel that right here in your heart. And it's going to expand. It's going to get golden. It's going to get green. It's going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow until it's enveloped you. It's filled you. That feeling is all around you. And then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to imagine gold and silver, okay? And this is really cool. Showering down over you, gold and silver. It's just pouring down. It's pouring down. You can see it. You can feel it. It's gold and silver. You can see it as coins. You can see it as magical energy. You can see it however you want, but it should be that prosperous energy. And with the gold and silver that's falling down, there's also these leaves that are coming down. And those are the leaves of the Green Man's blessings upon you as you embrace abundance and fill your aura with it. And as you do that, you're going to hold your jar in your hands, and you're going to now imagine that all of the green and the gold and the leaves that are falling down, they're funneling right into this jar. They're being pulled into it, almost as if it were a magnet for money, because that's what it is. And as that happens, you can repeat this chant. I've posted it below. And I've also put it on the sheet, the printout sheet with this image. And you can repeat it as many times as you wish. I'm just going to do it the one time. By leaf, bark, seed, and flower, I hereby summon up the power. Mighty Green Man, I do implore, bring more money through my door. And you just repeat that as many times as you feel that you need to. All right? This is a great thing. Now, at this point, you should have some more coins handy, because you're going to finish it off with a sound that is going to remind your memory of what this is all about. You're going to listen to that. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Oh, the sound of the cha-ching, the sound of the coins dropping in to your money jar. That's wonderful. All right, so now it's fully charged. It's a magnet for money. Slap that lid on it, and as you close it up tight, you're going to say this: "So mote it be," and say it like you mean it, because "so mote it be" is something that we use in witchcraft a lot. It's basically like hitting enter on your computer or hitting send to the universe. That's what it is. So mote it be means we're doing this. We're making the money, baby, and that's going to happen. So the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to want to put this somewhere where you'll see it all the time. It's kind of pretty. It's got your cool coloring on the front. It's full of all kinds of magical things, as you can see. And, you know, set it wherever you'll see it. Put it by your front door. That's what I like to do with mine, because I like the visual of the money coming in the front door. So put it by your front door, and if you want to, whenever you pass it by and you're like maybe on your way out the door to work, or you're on your way to ask for that raise, because you can't just write it in here and put it in here. You have to go ask for the raise, because the universe will not give you that which you do not ask for. When you leave the house to go talk to your boss about that raise, shake that bottle up before you leave. It gets all that magic activating in it. When you're looking for those side jobs and you decide that you're going to make an ad to put up there, make your ad and then shake it up and set it on top of the ad before you send it off to people. When you decide that you're going to contact whoever it is that owes you money and you're hoping that they'll be able to pay you back, shake it up before you call them. You're just asking the universe to help you get paid back. So what happens is you're helping the person that owes you money too, because they can't pay you back if they don't have money. So by doing this jar spell, you're helping them also to get the resources to help you. So it's a win-win for everybody. It's a beautiful thing. Abundance is a beautiful thing. It's something that we shouldn't be ashamed of. We have too many weird emotions tied up with money these days, and we need to let that shit go. Stop worrying about it and just start embracing it and feel happy about it. It's okay to want money. It's how we feed ourselves. It's how we are able to provide for the people that we love. And it's how we're able to help other people too. We can't help other people if we can't help ourselves. So it's all right to want money. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just energy after all. And it's the energy of abundance. It's the energy that keeps us alive and gives us the resources that we need to keep doing the good work that we're doing in the world. Okay, before we go, as I promised, I have a kitchen herb that you probably have in your kitchen. I know I have in mine. You might even have some growing in your garden this year. And this is a great herb to help boost your abundance and keep your money in your wallet. This is my little wallet. Basil. How easy is that? And look at mine. You can tell it's almost gone. I've been using the heck out of this. I've been sprinkling it on my candles. I've been putting it in all my food. If you're a kitchen witch, when the chips are down and you're struggling to kind of make ends meet and you're working it and you've got your money jar going and you're like, I gotta make some money fast. Be sprinkling this in like all of your food. Okay, no, don't put it on your cornflakes. That's disgusting. But if you're having soup, or if you're having spaghetti, or if you're having anything savory, I don't know, even your eggs, it's okay, you know. Put the basil on. When you do it mindfully, thinking to yourself, this is a money drawer. I'm bringing the money inside of me. As you can see, there's like $3 in it. But that's okay, because I'm going to sprinkle just a little basil in it. Just a little. Dude, that's all you need. That's all you need. Shake it up so that it kind of goes to the bottom, but you want it where you keep your money, all right? And then you can just enchant that basil that's in your wallet and just in your own words, tell it what you want it to do. Sweet basil, bring mama some sweet money. If you do Reiki, just Reiki it. But that empowers the herb and wakes it up and tells it what you want it to do. So that's all for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to leave me a comment. If you make your little money jar and you're really proud of how it turns out and you want to post it on social media, you totally can. Make sure you tag me in it because I want to see how your coloring turned out. It's kind of part of the fun. And thank you, and blessed be.